Dubious ones, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Marvel Rivals. Today we're going over the patch notes that they dropped for us for the closed beta test that is going to be dropping later on today. So let's take a quick look right here, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the like, as it helps with the algorithm. Now, let's take a look-see here, as we did get lucky enough to get a beta code, so we will be playing the game later on today. But as you can see here, it says, "Hey players, dev team here. The long-awaited superheroes Venom and Adam Warlock are gearing up to join our closed beta test. Get ready for some electrifying surge of fresh experiences and game-shaping dynamics as we go through new heroes, balance adjustments, and the all-new Cosmic Selection pick/ban system. Prepare to confront chaos as Vanguard hero Venom enters the battle." A tank, if you're not familiar, the Vanguard are the tanks, so he is a tank in the game. But in designing Venom, we aim to capture the astonishing essence of the alien character by harnessing this symbiote's unparalleled shape-shifting abilities and insatiable hunger. We have crafted Venom to embody the ultimate hunter, symbolizing relentless pursuit as the lethal protector soars through the chaos on symbiote-generated webs before charging towards prey and shattering their formations. In close quarters combat, the symbiote can slash through enemies with melee claws or manifest tentacles to hit its enemies from a small distance, dealing devastating blows. Then, while in the throes of battle, Venom can bolster his high defenses, emerging as a formidable adversary while disrupting an entire backline of foes. On the brighter side, we have Adam Warlock, who also arrives in Marvel Rivals, entering as a pivotal strategist hero. So he is a healer. For those unfamiliar with the Marvel terms, he's our strategist hero. Infused with cosmic power, quantum magic, and soul manipulation, we wanted him to skillfully and flexibly employ unbelievable healing abilities to become an indispensable force during team battles. As such, Adam Warlock has been meticulously designed to bestow powerful restorative and defensive abilities, interweaving quantum magic into healing currents, uniting allies' souls to distribute damage across their bond, and coordinating his own resurrection upon defeat. You read that right. Unyielding in spirit, Adam Warlock defies defeat, seamlessly shedding his soul before embracing physical rebirth within a cocoon, before swiftly returning to the fray. As a core team member, Adam possesses the extraordinary capacity to reverse the tides of battle, executing a reality-shaping rebirth with his ultimate ability, awakening the karma of fallen allies and remaking their bodies through soul manipulation and quantum magic, achieving remarkable resurrections and invulnerability. So, for those of you not familiar, he basically has self-res from Warlocks in Destiny, Destiny 1. He can revive himself upon defeat. He can actually maneuver around the arena and pick where he wants to respawn. And he can also resurrect allies with his ultimate. So, pretty strong healer support character there for sure. Now, with the inclusion of Venom and Adam Warlock in the closed beta test, get ready for the unveiling of two new electrifying team-up abilities. First, we get the symbiote bond, which can be done between Venom, Spider-Man, and Penny Parker. The epic tale of Venom and the Spider family takes center stage, promising a fusion of their extraordinary powers as they unite. Venom shares part of his symbiotes with Spider-Man and Penny Parker, activating their own symbiote abilities. When in danger, they can convert the symbiote into explosive spikes that inflict harm on nearby enemies and relentlessly knock them back. Simultaneously, the symbiote's unyielding defenses ensure enhanced survivability for the two Spider heroes, fortifying their resilience against the looming threats. Number 2, Guardian Revival. This is shared between Adam Warlock, Star-Lord, which I'm really happy about because I'm really looking forward to playing Star-Lord today, and Mantis. Since joining forces with the Guardians of the Galaxy, Adam Warlock has forged an unbreakable bond with Star-Lord and Mantis. Harnessing his quantum magic, the Golden Guardian has sworn to shield his comrades. When in battle together, Adam Warlock enhances the cosmic power of both Star-Lord and Mantis, granting them the powerful Cocoon Revival. What's more, we've fine-tuned the mechanics and enhanced some the team-up abilities In this closed beta test, each team up is primed to shine, ensuring an awe-inspiring heroic experience. But as always, these are also still under testing, so let us know what's working for you. In response to the invaluable feedback that players left from the alpha test, they are implementing sweeping optimizations to our heroes in the closed beta test version. So here are your patch notes. So for the Vanguard, these again are your tanks. Doctor Strange, we've recalibrated Doctor Strange's damage capabilities to better resonate with his Vanguard role, enhancing his power on the front lines. So a buff to Doctor Strange for his close quarter combat, which from everything I heard in the alpha, he definitely needed. Groot seemingly seemed like a terrible character at the start of the alpha, ended up being one of the strongest, if not probably the best tank in the game, with all his walls that he could create, and the healing he would get from them, really powerful. And along with Rocket Raccoon, was a very, very hard duo to deal with. So Groot, we've meticulously balanced Groot's tree wall abilities and their survivability. So I'm feeling like you can't just play Fortnite with Groot anymore as much as you could before. And maybe they've done something to as far as the healing he gets from being near them when in battle and dealing damage. So we'll have to see what it does to Groot. I was really looking forward to playing Groot. We'll see how hard this nerf really hit him. Magneto, someone again was definitely in need of a buff. If you weren't teamed up with the Scarlet Witch, Magneto really seemed kind of pointless and useless. Didn't seem strong to me in any of the alpha footage I watched or from anybody I heard playing. Seemed renowned that he needed some buffs. So we've overhauled Magneto's ability logic, empowering him to generate magnetic barriers, which is the metallic curtain, more freely, effectively neutralizing enemy assaults. Furthermore, the metal bulwark, can now be self-applied, granting him greater agency on the battlefield. So we'll really have to know and really see and test him out to see if this is enough to really make him a viable character outside of just when you're teaming specifically with Scarlet Witch, if he's still going to be good on his own. He was already strong if you did team him with Scarlet Witch. They had some good team-up abilities, so we're going to see, in a few hours here, shortly today, how these changes have benefited Magneto. I also hope they give us some new costumes for Magneto, something more akin to his X-Men 97 gear, whether you give the M attire or his just standard, purple and red. I'd like to see something more akin to the comics that I know and from the cartoons I know. But that's just me. I was kind of disappointed by the way Magneto looked in this game myself. All the other models thought they looked fantastic. Wasn't a fan of Magneto. So hopefully we get a nice alternate costume beyond what we just had in the closed alpha. Now with Penny Parker, we've fine-tuned SP Doctor's combat style, SPDR's combat style, notably amplifying the left-click attack speed of the Cyber Web Cluster to evoke the sensation of unleashing a large weapon. This adjustment will hopefully provide players a more immersive experience when piloting the mech as Penny. Now, I think you're probably going to see more Penny Parker players in the game now that Spider-Man and Venom can, all three of them, team up together and have some good synergy there, because a lot of people are going to be wanting to play Venom. So when you have a Venom on the team, it will make sense to have a Penny Parker and a Spider-Man. So it'll be interesting to see how these buffs help her. Now, on to the duelist. So these are our damage dealers. Black Panther. We've amplified Black Panther's prowess in wall climbing and sprinting. That's great. Elevating his potential to unleash breathtaking combos. Moreover, when Black Panther triggers the team-up ability with magic, he gains the ability to summon the Limbo Disc portal at will. Now, we really have to see, because I feel like a lot of the melee-based characters seem to really struggle a lot from all the footage I saw of the alpha from players playing. That was a common complaint, was just your melee-based characters would really struggle against guys like Star-Lord or Punisher or people who, or just people who played in the air. Like your melee characters really struggled outside of, I would say, maybe like the Hulk. A lot of people found success with Spider-Man later on. So again, we'll have to see. I heard a lot of people calling at least early in the alpha, for buffs to Spider-Man. Obviously, a lot of people's favorite character in all of Marvel. I'm not seeing, on the do list here, we're not seeing any buffs to Spider-Man, which has me a little concerned. I'm going to get my first chance to check him out later today, so we'll have to stay tuned for that. But let's get into Hela here. We've adjusted Hela's mid to long range capabilities, ensuring a more balanced and compelling combat experience. So they've nerfed Hela. Perfect. Everything I've seen, way overpowered. Hit scanned attacks from so far away, can play in the air. Way too strong, can just 3 or 4 tap people down super quick, whereas Spider-Man could need like 9 or 10 hits on somebody to get a kill, has to get in close to do it. Hela can do these things from far away, so Hela definitely needed some nerfs, is what it sounded like from the closed alpha, and it sounds like they have done that. Hopefully not too powerful to make her an unplayable or for players not to want to play her, but it definitely sounded like from everything I heard that Hela definitely needed some Hela nerfs. Now, Iron Man. We've enhanced Iron Man's long-range offensive capabilities, giving him more formidable suppressive power. Furthermore, the Gamma Energy upgrade of this team-up ability when using Armor Override has been increased. So that is good news for Iron Man fans, because that was one of the biggest complaints I heard, is he was one of the worst players in the alpha to play as. Did not do enough damage. Really did not seem like he really seemed like he got the short end of the stick in comparison to a character like Hela. If you're playing in the air from a distance, Iron Man just was not it for a lot of players. So hopefully this is enough of a buff to give people a reason to play him, and people who enjoy playing him have fun, but hopefully it's not too powerful where all you're seeing is Iron Man dominating lobbies. But we will have to wait and see in a little while later today. Now, Namor. I've never known how to pronounce that properly. Namor. Anyways, Namor. To aid in increasing Namor's mobility, we've adjusted the skill Blessing of the Deep, so that when it's activated, Namor can freely move in the air. That's interesting. Also, we appropriately buffed his damage. Alright, so it sounds like they buffed his damage a bit and made his movement a little bit better, at least when in the air, when using the Blessing of the Deep. So hopefully that's good. I mean, I didn't hear too many terrible things, pardon me, about Namor. So we'll have to wait and see. I thought his character model, though, I have to say, one of the coolest looking in the game. I thought they did a really, really good job of making him look way better than they did in the movies. That's for sure. The Punisher definitely seemed like one of the strongest characters in the alpha, at least ease of use wise, really easy to pick up and play. Just shooting guns. The shotgun was super powerful. So it says we fine-tuned the active use time of his team-up ability with Rocket Raccoon, which was not something I saw a whole lot of in my watching of all the footage and streams and videos I've seen of the alpha. I didn't really see him teaming up with Rocket Raccoon as the strong point of his character. In this new rendition, each team-up ability window becomes even more precious for the Punisher. So it sounds like they just nerfed the time of the team-up ability, which is probably fine, but I didn't think that was really people's point of contention or where they thought Punisher was super strong. But we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Now, the strategist, your healers. Loki. We've heightened the significance of Loki's illusions and slightly balanced his primary form's healing and damage capabilities. In this update, Loki will rely more heavily on his illusions to actively participate in combat, adding depth and strategy to his gameplay. So that's exciting, because I thought the Loki gameplay was always a little weird. People often really would just kind of ignore his illusions, and they didn't really seem to play. I mean, obviously a skill issue comes into it where you have to start seeing players on a higher level really being able to utilize characters to really see where their strengths and weaknesses really are. But I didn't see a whole lot of people really using his illusions as much as I saw them using the invisibility, the backstabbing, other things. So it's interesting now that they've kind of changed his gameplay style to more focus on his illusions and that prankster character that he's got. So, I mean, I think that could be a good thing for the character. We'll just have to wait and see if we're getting a lot more low-key usage after this. Now, Mantis. We've enriched Mantis's ultimate, granting her the ability to offer enhanced survival support for the entire team by providing temporary health to already max health allies. Okay, so that is a great bump for Mantis. I think with the addition of Adam Warlock, we're going to see more Mantis usage on teams teamed up with Star-Lord. So, and I did think personally from what I had seen of Mantis gameplay, I thought she seemed a little weak. As far as the healers, definitely wasn't the go-to I saw for a lot of teams. So this, I think, is a great thing because, again, I think we're going to be forced to see more of her on the battlefield now that we have the addition of Adam Warlock. In addition to the above optimizations, we've meticulously fine-tuned the balance of each hero. Okay, so there is going to be additional stuff that they didn't mention here, so that's interesting. Ensuring that players enjoy a more refined and exhilarating combat experience during the closed beta test. Moreover, in the closed beta, we've integrated player feedback from the alpha test to enhance tactile feedback and overall impact. During this test, heroes will undergo the following experiential optimizations. Ability actions. We've meticulously fine-tuned each hero's interrupt and action transitions, aiming to minimize constraints on player actions, empowering them to unleash their full potential. Sound and visual effects. Significant adjustments have been made to the sound and visual effects for ability use and impact, ensuring players can distinctly perceive the success and effectiveness of their actions during combat. That is a big one, I think, for a lot of players. Sound is really a big indicator, and I think sound effects can really help with that. Visual effects as well. That is good to hear. Ability camera and vibration. Enhance the in-game ability camera performance and vibration feedback to intensify the impact sensation during combat and increase immersion. Okay. Wall climbing and collisions. We've optimized climbing logic and smoothed out wall collision, ensuring seamless and fluid climbing for players within the game environment. Okay, so this is a huge one for me because I saw characters outside of like Spider-Man and maybe Black Panther, when you had characters like Rocket Raccoon and players that were able to, climb up walls, but all these walls had like awnings on them or something, and as soon as they'd hit it with their head, they would just drop back down. They couldn't climb around them. I just saw there was a lot of issues with wall crawling or wall climbing for several characters, and we know with Venom's going to be able to wall climb and run on walls. So I really hope that this has dealt with some of the issues. More so for me, just like with anywhere that had like an awning on it, so when you're climbing up, if you can get around it, climb it, something where you don't just like fall down afterwards or like fall off the wall or just, get stuck. Like, I hope that's what they're talking about here. Either way, all the improvements sound great so far. Crosshair feedback and combat HUD. We've optimized crosshair feedback for hits, added health bar indicators for healing and special states, and improved prompts for taking hits and impending defeat, providing players with clear battlefield information. That is just a bonus. That sounds good to me. And lastly, since our announcement of the Cosmic Selection pick ban system, we've further refined it and decided to introduce 2 versions of the system for testing and heightened competitive excitement in ranked matches and tournaments. Competitive bans. From Diamond 3 rank and above, matches will feature Cosmic Selection. If all team members meet the requirement, each team member can vote to banish one hero or to the ban slot. The more votes a hero has, the higher possibility it will be banished. Once a hero is banished, neither team can select the hero for that match. Due to limited roster in the closed beta test, each team will temporarily only be able to banish one hero. Okay. That's interesting. So if there is someone that is really overpowered, both teams can just vote to say no. If that's your main, hopefully you have a secondary. But there are a lot of characters to choose from, and I've got at least 6 or 7 in mind that I would like to try out. Probably at least 4 that I would plan on potentially maining. Venom is someone I'm very interested to try out. Star-Lord, Spider-Man, Groot was one of them. We're going to see what those nerfs have done to him because he looked crazy strong. Rocket Raccoon, or Raccoon definitely seemed like someone I thought looked like a lot of fun. Punisher looked like a lot of fun. Storm. I mean, all these characters, they really... I've seen the majority of them have a real chance to shine. So I do look forward to playing with, everybody later today. Tournament bans, Cosmic Selection will be implemented in tournaments only. Each team will have 2 banishes and 1 pick. Chosen by the team captain, banished heroes cannot be selected, while picked heroes are protected from being banished. The sequence is Team A banishes 1 hero, Team B banishes 1 hero, and picks 1 hero, Team A picks 1 hero, and then banishes 1 hero. And then finally, Team B banishes 1 last hero. Okay? Please note that neither of these pick ban systems will be implemented in unranked nor low-ranking matches. Okay, that's really important to know. That's only going to be in the higher tier rankings only. Okay. Our primary goal is for players to play their favorite hero or villain when they're in the mood for having fun. Perfect. Also, one more quick note. This closed beta test will include multiple language options. However, due to the tight timeline, the overall quality may not be perfect. We welcome feedback from our global players and are dedicated to improving this content as we move forward. And don't worry, we also have plans to add even more languages in the future. Thank you for understanding and support as we continue to deliver the best experience for everyone. We're excited for players to assemble in the upcoming Marvel Rivals closed beta test. Unite with us, offer your insights, and help shape the game. Together, let's make Marvel Rivals the ultimate superhero experience in the multiverse. Amazing stuff. I'm very excited to really see how this shapes up the meta. Doctor Strange getting the buff makes things really interesting because he was a character that I was not really looking to playing very much. Obviously, I want to try everybody, but he did not seem like someone I thought was particularly strong or my play style. Groot definitely seemed really strong for players who knew how to use him, so these nerfs, we'll have to see how they play out. And Magneto, definitely one of my favorite characters in all of Marvel. So hopefully these buffs really make a difference, and like I said, I would love to see a more comic accurate or X-Men 97 style attire just like Storm got in the game. I would like to see that as an option for people to get as they progress through the game. But yeah, that's going to do it for the patch notes, you guys. If you made it all the way to the end, make sure to smash that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and check back later today, because as soon as that closed beta goes live, I will be streaming it right here for you guys. So stay tuned for that. And that's going to do it for this one. Dubious ones, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next one. Deuces.